very good morning friends, and in this video again we are going to discuss about standard forms of integration. Here we are going to discuss a subtopic from the integration by parts. The form goes, this is a special form, it goes like this: I is equal to integral of e to the power x fx plus f dash x dx. How will you find the integral of this particular form? Just look at the form, how it goes like e to the power x multiplied by sum of a function and its very own derivative function. Means fx is a function and f dash x is the differentiation of the very same function. How will you find the integral of these kind of questions? This you can call it as theorem, this you can call it as properties. Now let's do. So what we do, that first we break this into the two parts, e to the power x fx plus e to the power x f dash x dx. So this whole integral is broken down into the two parts. This is I1, this is I2, or the sum of two integrals. We will start with this one, we'll keep this one as constant. Why? Because you'll come to know just after few seconds. So here e to the power x, if you see the order is I late, and now this is e to the power x, means this is the function lying at the end of this hierarchy of the terminologies I late. Means whatever may be the type of fx, in the worst case the e to the power x, the fx is also e to the power x, so both these product, like both these functions, will become of the same time. But if there is a differences, then fx can be either I, L, A or T, and in that condition the priority of fx is going to be the highest and e will be treated as the last priority. So that's why in this case what I'm trying to say, that this will become your u and this will become v. So how do? We keep u unchanged, fx unchanged, integration of e to the power x dx minus integration of differentiation of that unchanged function, that is fx, into integration of e to the power x dx and dx again, plus integration of e to the power x f dash x dx. So integration of e to the power x dx is e to the power x, so e to the power x fx minus differentiation of fx is notified as f dash x, and this is e to the power x dx plus e to the power x f dash x dx. Now if you see that these two terms are identical, one is positive, this one is negative, so they cancel each other and your answer you get always e to the power fx plus c. So this is the special form. So what we have to do, if you convert the given expression, if it is in this form, and if you express this sum form, this particular sum, and such a way that one is the function and other is very derivative, then your answer will be e to the power x and fx, using this very same concept. Now let me take some example to prove this theorem. So here I have one simple example, e to the power x sec x 1 plus tan x dx. Then you write is, dissolve this bracket and put this sec x inside the bracket, then you get sec x plus sec x tan x. Now you know that if fx is sec x, f dash x is differentiation of sec x is sec x tan x. So we have this form e to the power x fx plus f dash x dx. So the answer will be e to the power x fx plus c, and that is e to the power x sec x plus c. This is the answer. but you have to show that I have taken this fx as sec x and f dash x is sec x plus sec x tan x, and then differentiation should also be established, and then you get into the form, and then you can say using this property our answer will be e to the power x sec x. Now let me take another example. So here I have taken another example. It goes like I is integral 2 plus sine 2x over 1 plus cos 2x e to the power x dx. So when you see that e to the power x, then you should click in the form, then your mind, this idea should click that, oh, this is perhaps, this may be of this type. Now e to the power x you can see, but you have to divide this whole expression as the sum of the two expressions, where the first expression will be the function and the second expression will be the derivative of the very same function. How? So here this is trigonometrical identity. At the place of 2 you can write, first I write here 1 plus cos 2x. You know that the 1 plus cos 2x is 2 cos square x. That's why I always say that keep formulas at the tip of your tongue, then only the ideas will come. And then this 2 can be written as, this is sin 2x is 2 sin x cos x, and then this 2. If the formulas are at the tip of your tongue or just they are ready, then you see 2 over 2 cos square x, 2 cancel, 1 over cos square x is sec square x. So this is 2 over 2 cos square x plus 2 sin x cos x over 2 cos square x and e to the power x dx. Then you see that I can write e to the power x first. There is no need, but in this standard form e to the power x is always written first. That's why here I am trying to bring it first. And then you get 2 to cancel, 1 over cos square x is just sec square x plus 2 to cancel, cos cancel, and then you are left with sin x over cos x, and that is tan x dx. Now you see, if your function is tan x, if tan x is your function fx, then this is your f dash x. So differentiation of tan x is sec square x. So this is already in the form. So what is your answer? E to the power x fx, that is e to the power x tan x plus c. Done. This is how this question can be solved. Now let me take another example. Now again we have a standard form, that is I is integration of x square plus 1 over x plus 1 whole square e to the power x dx. How will you find the solution of this form? So again we'll try to break down this expression as sum or difference of the two expressions, where the one is the function and other is very derivative. So how? So we see x plus 1, it means we need something of the type x square, x plus 1 or x minus 1. But we have x square plus 1, this cannot be factorized, so we need x square minus 1. So first let's get this one, x square minus 1. I am just adding, manipulating, so this is plus 2. So x square minus 1 plus 2 is just x square plus 1 over x plus 1 whole square, and this is e to the power x dx is integration x square minus 1 over x plus 1 whole square dx plus, no, don't break this down, plus 2 over x plus 1 whole square. Now let's see whether we can find our required term using this way. So here x square minus 1 can be written as x minus 1 x plus 1. So this is x minus 1 x plus 1 over x plus 1 whole square plus 2 over x plus 1 whole square e to the power x dx. So now this and this cancel each other. So you get x plus 1 over x minus 1. So our integral I is now x minus 1 over x plus 1 and plus 2 over x plus 1 whole square e to the power x dx. Now whether we have to check whether we have two functions, and this is x minus 1 and x plus 1 and this is 2 over. So which one is your fx and which one is your f dash x? So how to know that? But you know that 1 over x square, integration of 1 over x square is x to the power minus 2, and this integration is differentiation, pardon. So it's x to the power minus 2 minus 3. So you'll never get this kind. So I means I should take this one as first function. So I write let fx is x minus 1 over x plus 1. Therefore f dash x, I will use u by v rule, which says that x plus 1 as it is, differentiation of numerator, that is 1, minus x minus 1 as it is, differentiation of denominator, that is 1, and then x plus 1 whole square. So this is x plus 1 minus x plus 1 over x plus 1 whole square is 2 over x plus 1 whole square. So now you see the f dash x is directly coming like this. It means this is definitely fx, and this is, so for the definiteness of this particular form we have to show this whole expression, and then your answer will be I will be into e to the power x, that is e to the power x, and fx, which is x minus 1 over x plus 1 plus c. So this is your final answer. Thank you very much, and just in the very next video we'll take some special forms again, integration by parts, and that will be the last video of the integration by parts.